guys, and welcome to your daily tarot reading for Tuesday, the 4th of June 2019. Thanks for joining me. I'm using the Tarot of the Cat People for today's reading. Let's have a look at what the cards want you to be aware of. We've got the Three of Wands, the Chariot, and the Six of Pentacles. The Three of Wands is about a new beginning and looking to the future, looking at what it is that excites you, looking at what makes you feel passionate and enthusiastic. And this is a woman who is experienced. She's got this crown of white hair here. She's dressed as a priestess. She's got these beautiful, look like emerald jewels there. And she's surrounded by these monuments of cats. These are stone cats. So this is something where she's been for a while. This is something solid and stable. And we've got two wands here which are made of stone as well. They look like a doorway. And she's holding the third one. So it's really up to her what is going to happen. There's a doorway here as well. In the regular tarot, the Three of Wands is usually a man looking out to sea and seeing the ships go by and looking at what his future and what his destiny is going to be like in terms of travel and moving. And here with the Three of Wands as well, it's more about, do I leave the institution and do I leave the security of what I have, and do I make things come alive again? Instead of them being stone ones, do I actually pluck them out of these walls here and make them real, actual things? And do I bring life back into this dead institution almost? So I can either walk this way and walk away from it all, or I can walk deeper into it and try and reinvigorate it from within. So this Three of Wands kind of gives you a choice of going further within yourself or looking and exploring. It depends on what you're most passionate about and what feels most natural to you today. The next card is the Chariot. And the Chariot is victory, triumph, and success. So we've got him, the king of the cats. He's waving the Jaguar, Black Panther kind of banner, which is purple, intuition. So he listens to what his intuition tells him. He gets on the Chariot and he gallops forward. So he's someone who's really wise, because usually the driver of the Chariot is someone who wills things by himself. He says, I want, I desire, I would like. And this is someone who's doing it for his house or for the honor of the institution he belongs to, or for a cause that other people belong to as well, and it's not just him. And he gets into the Chariot, he gets these cats going, and they gallop forward, and they are triumphant and successful and victorious. And then finally we've got the Six of Pentacles, and it's a cat mother who's got a pot of food and she's feeding all these needy cats. So she's got what everyone else wants, and she's giving that away freely. She's taking care of these cats, and she's also got the white hair, and she's got these little pink baubles. It's what brings her joy. It's what heartens her and makes her feel warm and fulfilled. So the message is really easy. It's go within yourself, the institution of yourself, and listen to your feelings and really choose the wand which feels right. What's the cause that you care about the most today? It's very likely that you are massively aligned with other people's desires as well. So if you're part of a club, or if you're part of an institution or a group of people who do something, this is a great day to write a manifesto or to find common ground with other people and to say, I have this vision of this group becoming reinvigorated and coming alive through new policies, through new ways of doing things. And we need to set new goals, new targets, how we're going to reach people. And I'm the catalyst for this today. And I would like you to join my cause. It's a new beginning. 3 is new beginnings and communication. So communicate your passions to other people. It's really likely that people will agree with you. And they will feel that what you're offering is really worthwhile. Or you may be on the other end of it. You may feel like someone's offering you something glorious, a chance to be part of something. And you say, absolutely, that sounds great. I'm on board with this. I'm totally jumping on board with this collective project of, doing up the neighborhood, cleaning up the neighborhood, for example, and painting gorgeous pictures on certain blank spaces. And we're going to do that as a group. And thank you for inviting me, because I'm just a fledgling artist and I haven't had much experience. So here's this group of artists coming together and saying, we want to do something about our neighborhood and we want to make it look more glorious and we really want to make it our own. So it's a group of artists, let's say. It could be any number of groups. It could be a group that cares about the planet. It could be a group of mediums who want to open a new spiritualist church or a healing center. Or it could be, a group of intuitives or acupuncturists or chiropractors who want to open a new kind of center where healing is done, and they invite you to do that and be part of it, or you have the idea to do it. If you join that kind of thing, or if the idea comes to you intuitively via your feelings, jump on board. That's what the cards are saying. The cards are saying that if you take a risk to do something new, to walk through a new doorway, it is risky. Any new beginning, any new venture always has a little bit of risk associated with it. But you're going to be successful, you're going to be triumphant, and it's going to put you in a position of having and being abundant and prosperous and having something that other people really need. So if it's a new healing center, for instance, then you start the center and you're like, oh, what if no one comes? What if there's no need for this? You can see here that she has this bowl of food. Let's say this is healing energy that she's carrying in her bowl. And here are all the customers desperate for healing. And if it's a chiropractor business or acupuncturist, then there's all the demand for physical healing and feeling better. So the question is always going to be, if we do this, is it actually going to pay off? Are other people going to be interested? Is it going to be worthwhile? Is this just a shot in the dark and are we going to come out worse for doing this? Or is it actually going to be a success? And everything today is pointing at it being a success. The Six of Pentacles is usually the haves and haves not card. Sometimes you're broke and you need a handout from someone else, and sometimes you're rich and prosperous and you enjoy handing things out to other people and sharing the wealth. And by being part of that, when you're down, you can rely on other people to support you. And that's what being part of a community is about as well. And that's why this is very much about working with other people today and creating a sense of community. Because there's a memory involved here, I feel. That we started this business and, in 6 years, when there are changes and we're hiring someone else, for instance, we remember our roots and we remember where we came from. So it's a joint effort. So if you start something new like this with other people today, it's very likely that you're going to be in a good position to share something with people who desperately want it, and that you end up in a better position financially and in terms of your daily life than you were to begin with. And you also feel better about yourself because now you've done something that you genuinely care about. Your intuition has led you there. You've taken a risk. You've hopped on your chariot. You've done something and it's worked out in your favor. And each one of these successes in life, you can pat yourself on the back and say, do you know, well done. I was part of this collective here, and back in 2019 we started this, and it really was the foundation block for other things to then spring up, and we inspired other people to do something similar, and it created this whole environment. Yeah, like when I first moved to Manchester, there was a reputation for the city as being very kind of up and coming with local artists, and there being a really wonderful kind of indie scene in music and things like that. And it was a community of people who worked together and who rented spaces, and a lot of groups came out of that. So it's the kind of thing where you're doing something that's on the underground and you have to start somewhere. And it's a matter of, do I have faith that this can become something real? And the cards are saying that if you do have faith and you make an effort, that this can become something that breaks through, becomes a success, goes mainstream, and really nurtures you, feeds other people, and then also feeds you. Because whatever you add and whatever positive karma you put out there, you get back. It's circular. What goes around comes around. 3 and 7 is 10, and 6 is 16. 1 and 6 is 7, and 7 is mind and creativity. So be creative today. Let your imagination and your feelings guide you in the direction that you want to go in. If other people are, if you know people who are on the same track or other people who are similarly inclined, call them up and get them to join you. If it's something that you need to do by yourself, then go do it by yourself. It will really put you in a great position. So it's an important day to listen to your feelings and not to ignore them. Your feelings are where it's at, and they are the solution to a problem. If you're confronted with a choice, do I go left or right? Listen to your feelings, and without knowing which way is the best direction, just say, okay, I feel like we need to go left. Go left. And trust that, rather than trying to figure it out logically, or saying what's more fun and what excites me more, or thinking where is there more potential, where can I communicate more. Listen to your feelings and what makes you feel most authentic, and what feels most you, what feels most comfortable and familiar to you. That's the way to move forward. So have a wonderful day. If you'd like a personal reading with me, please get in touch via the website. It's gregoryscott.com. Just click on the readings tab to audio reading. Have a wonderful day, and I'll speak to you tomorrow.